But the name of this church is Understanding Principles for Better Living. And this church is about teaching how to live a better life, how to be free from the things that are locked in your subconscious mind that you don't even remember. We want you to understand, and to understand something, you've got to perceive the meaning of the word, the thing, the it. You've got to grasp the idea of it. You have to comprehend it. You have to be thoroughly familiar with it. You have to regard it firmly. You have to communicate it. You have to know the results of it. That's why this ministry is about understanding the principles, perceiving the meaning and the grabbing hold to that meaning and that idea. We want to teach you until you are thoroughly familiar and automatically do the things that are good for you as you automatically now do some things that'll kill you. We want to make it clear so that you will understand it definitely. I want you to understand the importance of these teachings, for we want you to have a better life right now, not over in the glory land, not in the Beulah land, not in any of those over there lands. I don't know anything about the Beulah land. I've never been to the other land. May not even go now. It's strange to me. You've been to the Holy Land, the Beulah land? Can you pay your rent with the Beulah land?
You cannot pay your rent.
Cannot pay your rent, see? And you got to pay your rent. I want you to be aware of the subtle negativities and how they attack you. I want you to be aware of the significance of the power of God and the benefits that are your inherited rights. They belong to you. Before any of us was that they said, a gleam in your father's eye. Before any of us got here, the gleam was in God's eye about us, and he set up things that will help us to have the life that he wants us to have. He designed it, and he's smarter than any of you, including me, and that's difficult to be smarter than me. But he has made way to do that, and he has set up a form so that you should have the very best of everything all the time. Well, things keep attacking me. Yeah, things attack you, but you are the victor. Instead of going, oh, Lord, I don't know what I'm going to do, you should be going, oh, Lord, I know exactly what I'm supposed to do. And I'm going to start doing it right now because I don't like this happening to me. So we teach that it's no longer possible or acceptable, if it ever was, to pass the buck. You see, Harry Truman said, the buck stops here with me, and it's true of you. You are responsible for your life. I'm responsible for my life. If it isn't working the way it should, I am responsible. It's not about the government. It's not about things happening. It's not about this time of year. It's not about anything. I'm not doing it right. You see, because I'm in charge. God made me in charge. Nobody can fire me. Because my Father made me in charge. You see, and I have to stay aware. My mind is the instrument of my success. If I sit around and think about, oh, Lord, everything's so bad, I ain't ever going to do no better. I work hard as I can, and no matter how hard I work, it's all going to hell in a bucket. Well, get in the bucket and go on. Move over, because I'm coming through here, and I don't have a bucket. I have the right way to do it, and I don't want your bucket of stuff to fall over on me. I want to be able to say to it, get out of my life. And I want to be able to say it with the courage and the understanding that I'm supposed to say it because God told me to. He made the arrangements for me to. He gave me the power to protect myself. My mind is the instrument of my success. So if I lay around thinking all the time that I'm not going to make it, I am absolutely correct. I don't know. I just don't seem to be able to make it. I know why you don't make it. You don't believe you can make it. And whatever you believe is true for you, that's what's true for you. Well, but you see, I'm sick. What do you mean you're sick? Well, my back, you see, up right along here, and when I bend over like this, well, don't bend over like this. Every time I see you, you're telling me about to bend over like this. You must like to bend over like this. That's all you talk about all the time. Talk about I'm strong. I have the power of God. Jesus Christ lives inside of me. And I will not stand for the back and hurting like this. You have to stop. And I mean stop right now. I'm not having that. You're a wonderful back. You're the back God gave me. You're strong and healthy. And you're supposed to be holding me up. And get to holding me up and hurry up and get to holding me up. Do what you're supposed to do, you see. I'm the executor of this estate right here, and I'm the one responsible for my life. I have the greatest involvement in this right here. So when I speak to it, I have the authority to tell it what to do. For an example, I've had things attacking my body for the last 5, 6 months. And every time it hits me, I knock it down. And they send me to another doctor. And that doctor here, that knock it down. I've had 5 doctors. And the last time I went to see one, I've stopped going to see them because they don't have nothing to tell me. But the last time I went to see one, they looked at me after they took all the tests, and they took my blood, and they took the this, and they took the that. And then they said, "What are you doing?" Well, you ought to be telling me what I'm doing. You shouldn't be asking me what I'm doing. Well, what I'm doing is I'm talking to God. Well, he's talking to God. Yeah, well, ain't nothing we can do. She's talking to God. Are you taking the pills? I'm taking the pills and talking to God. Are you exercising? I'm exercising and talking to God. They can't find it anymore. They can't find it. Hello. They can't find it anymore. The man that comes to exercise me just looks at me and shakes his head and goes, I said, don't worry about it. You don't have to talk about it. It's okay. I understand what's going on. See, God is in charge, but I'm responsible for the day-to-day care of my life. I'm responsible for what I think. I'm responsible for what I say. I'm responsible for how I feel. Well, you don't understand. I understand. The way you can sit up and talk about your back hurting all the time, you can sit up and talk about how wonderful your back is all the time. You see, if you haven't got anything good to say about you, shut up. And please don't bring it to me. You see, well, I wish you would speak to God for me. Well, you speak to God. He lives inside of you. Your peace lives inside of you, and my peace. I'm not taking all that dirt to my peace. You have all that. You work with that. But you don't understand. You're correct. I do not understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. That's so wonderful that you recognize that. I don't intend to understand either. I'm not trying to understand. I don't want to understand. You need to get up in the mirror. You need to look into your eyes. Don't get up there looking to see if you got a pimple somewhere or something. Get up and look into your eyes. The Christ lives inside of you. Look into your eyes and speak to yourself. I love you, and I want you to have the very best of everything. I'm going to stop talking silly talk, and I'm going to speak the words that's going to make you whole. And I want you to listen to me. I want you to know I love you. I'm grateful that God gave me you as a body. I'm happy that I can live my life through you. I want to be all that God wants me to be, and I want to be it in you. Did they all go home?
I see people.
I cannot blame my father, for he was just a part of my transportation from the other plane to this one. No matter if he was a good father or a bad father, my father was a good father, but he was still my transportation from the other plane to this one. I can't blame my mother. She was the channel through which I made the trip from the other plane to this plane. I cannot blame my environment. It doesn't matter that I was raised in the slums. I had sense enough to get out of the slums, so I can't use that excuse anymore. If I don't care for it, I'm able to choose another environment. If I like it, I can clean up my part and stay off everybody else's part. You see, it may time and effort, but I'm equipped with all that I need to move if moving is what is necessary. I cannot blame the incidentals, my looks, my color, my education, my financial situation. If I'm too fat, I can become slimmer. My problem now is 63 pounds. 63 pounds. Now, the thing is, my problem was that my clothes didn't fit because they was too little. Now my problem is they don't fit because they're too big. Everything I put on drops to the floor because I'm so slim. I got Shirley sewing every day, trying to make it fit. God has blessed me, so I got so much good stuff I can't throw it away. It may take an effort, what I'm saying to you, but I'm equipped with all that I need to move if moving is what is necessary. I cannot blame the incidentals. If I'm too fat, as I said, I can get slimmer. If I'm too slim, I can gain weight. The color story won't work, for there are places in the world that they admire color and they honor it. I can pack up and go there. Better still, I can change my mind about bothering me and staying right where I am. I can draw people to me who have no problem at all, in fact, think that I'm wonderful. I do that all day, every day. I'm responsible for my life. I'm responsible to God for my life, and this precious gift that He has given to me, I should take care of it like it is a precious gift. I'm responsible to God for my thoughts. If I'm going to think, why not think of the beautiness of it? Why not wake up and see a flower and love it? Why not wake up and give some smile to somebody? Well, I don't know. So what? You don't know. Your face is made for smiling. Smiling, you might get to know somebody. I'm responsible to God for my thoughts, for thoughts are things, and I'm responsible to God for this body. He had Paul write me a letter about this body, and the letter says, "Know ye that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwells in you. And if any man defile the Spirit of God, himself God destroys. For the temple of God is holy, and you are that temple." Just now, if you want to lay around and think about something, turn off the TV and lay back and think, and I am. This is who I am. See, I'm responsible because I'm the temple of God. I'm the temple of God. I'm where God lives. He makes all these flowers outside of me, and He makes the water outside of me. But when He comes to being one-on-one, in one through one, it's me and God in me. Huh? Oh, that's good. I don't care what you said. That's good. Absolutely. That's really good. You do whatever you want with your temple, but my prerogative is that I don't want my temple to be dirty with thoughts. I don't want it to be negative. I don't want it to be torn down with holes in the walls and disagreements between my executive branch, which is my conscious mind, my subconscious mind, and most of all, my superconscious mind, and my working members, all of the other partners of me. I want the light of God inside, and I want to encase that wonderful light with marvelous accomplishments. I want to do something constructive every day. I feel bad if I go to bed at night and I haven't done anything wonderful when I got all this wonderful in me. My working members, all the other parts of me, I want them to work well. I want the light of God inside me, and I want to encase that wonderful light with marvelous accompaniments. Sometimes I find myself writing a poem, and I have no idea about the poem, and the poem turns out to be a book. And I don't know where I got off a poem and went to book. So now I got to go back and straighten. That's another day's work. I got to straighten out the poem from the book, you see. I just can't have it all messed up like that. I want to look outside my temple and see good also. I want my temple to be a place that people come to because they can rest. They can be at peace. They can come. Yes, I don't mind fixing a little food sometime. Shirley can cook good too. Daddy didn't even started cooking, so you might be able to get a nice little snack. Come and we sit and talk about how wonderful life is and how good you've been and how marvelous you're doing and how good I'm doing and how we share that together and have the glory of God running from heart to heart and breast to breast. Please don't come over with your troubles. They're your troubles. Why must I share your troubles? I didn't get none of the fun out of it. So why do I have to pay for some of it? And I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but I don't want to hear that. You see? So go take a nap, and when you feel better, come over and we'll talk about how pretty the birds are. Don't weigh me down. Don't weigh me down. I want the light of God inside, and I want to encase that wonderful light with marvelous accomplishments. I want to do something. I want to do something I've never done before that's better than anything I've ever done before. You see? And I'm trying to think about that, and here you come and tell me about you got something in your big toe. Well, go get it out of your big toe. I don't want to talk about your big toe. I like your big toe. It's all right, but I don't want to talk about your big toe. God designed me to succeed, and I know that it's true. He made me in his image likeness, so I'm responsible for my success. He gave me all the equipment I need to be successful. If my success takes time, I had better put the time needed into it. If my success takes working hours after hour, I have better put it put the required hours into it. Whatever my success requires, I had better hope that I have what I need to be responsible for my success and not to depend. It's nice to have people help you. But no, I don't know about anybody else, but I don't want you calling me at 3 o'clock in the morning talking about I got an idea. It's your idea. Wake you up. Don't wake me up. I'm responsible for my happiness, too. Happiness is an inside job. And I have to realize that I have to stop expecting other people to make me happy, which is by no means saying that others can't bring you happiness, but no one can make you happy but you. God has given me all that I need to take care of the responsibilities of my life. I have my faith. Jesus said in Matthew 17:20, I only need the amount the size of a mustard seed to move a mountain. I have love. I have my great ability to love and God's greater ability to love me. I have strength, for greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. I have good judgment. I decide by the word of God. I live in the light of the Christ inside of me. I am motivated by the Holy Spirit, which is God in action. I have power, great power, power in the name of Jesus. And this is just one of the powers and one of the presences living inside of me. And all that I'm talking about is inside of me. It's inside of you too, whether you recognize it or not. Now you can let yours sleep. It's yours. You do what you want to do with yours. I'm going to work mine. I want to get everything I can get from it all the time. People say, and it's true, said my husband and I love each other so much. It's true. I be working at it. I be working at it 24 hours a day. Absolutely. I be thinking how marvelous he is. If he stays around me, he got to know how marvelous he is. Because I just sit and look at him sometime and I see the marvelous in him. He come walking toward me and just turns me all the way on. He's coming to me. That's what he's doing. He's coming to me. He ain't coming to you. He's coming to me. He might see you along the way and say hi, but he's on the way home to mama. He's coming home to me. See, you need to work. Just because they read some notes over you and say, I now pronounce you man and wife, don't mean nothing if you ain't taking care of it. You see, and he is just as good. Please don't think it's only me. When he met me 37, 38, 40 years ago, I looked entirely different than I look now. But when he looks at me, I've become 40 years younger because he sees me as I was when we got together. I have an understanding. I have the right understanding. In Proverbs, the 3rd chapter and the 5th verse, it says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. I have my ability, which I turn over to the absolute good will of my Father. And I'll get up with my mind to do something, and everything in me said, go back to bed. Go in the hot tub. Go take a bath. You ain't got it right. You can do better than this. And it may take a month. It may take 2 months. But I'm not going to do it until God says to do it. You see? And, well, you don't understand. You're right. I love it. I like you so much. You're right. I don't understand. Because he's never failed me yet. I don't know nobody to go to but God and my husband. Other than that, it's nobody's business but ours. We don't have much time on the face of the earth. We don't have much time to be in charge of this wondrousness that God has given us. We don't have much time to do the miracles that need to be done. I refuse to waste any of the time that I do have. I want to be all that God wanted me to be. I want to do all that he wanted me to do. I want to live all that he wanted me to live. I want to love as much as I possibly can love. I recommend it to you, but then too, your relationship with God may be different than mine. And you have a right to that. I just hope that sometime or another you'll get to the book and just not read the book, but get the understanding of what the book is telling you, because God has already figured it out. He has already designed it so we can be as magnificent as he wants us to be. We can bask in his love. We can enjoy his gift to us. We can be the wonderfulness that he has created. But we have to give up that phony stuff and look right into his eyes and say, Father, I want you to lead me. I want to do what you want me to do. I want to be what you want me to be. And so it is.